Drop a like on this video within the next 5 seconds or the spider's gonna crawl on you while you're sleeping, wake you up, and scare you super bad. I wouldn't risk it. Yo, what is up, guys? It's your boy Badge Plug, and today I got for you the top 5 best builds in NBA 2K20. Now, as most of you know, previously I've posted the top 10, best, most overpowered builds in the game. That is much different than the best builds in the game. Some of them will be similar. One will be actually on this list that was in the last one, but this is more of a, if you have the skill, these are the best builds in the game. The other one was you can just make that build and go to the park and dominate right away because of how good the build is. So these builds are very overpowered, but it's a little bit more skill in order to really bring them to life. So this is much better than the other video because these builds are actually the best, but you have to have skill on top of that, or at least a little bit, guys. So if you want some VC, man, make sure to drop a like on this video and comment down below after you watch the entire video what you think is the top 5 best builds in the game. And if we can get this video to 10,000 likes, I will make, just like I said before on the first most overpowered video, which got over like 15,000 likes and I only asked for like 10,000, I will make a full video, top 10 best builds in NBA 2K20, broken down, showing you how to make every single build, guys. Now, our number 5 best build in NBA 2K20 is very important, but it's not rare at all because a lot of people know about it. The BP offensive threat, the offensive threat that gets Hall of Fame finishing badges and Hall of Fame shooting. Now, the reason that it's not higher on the list, guys, is because it does not have Hall of Fame defensive badges. If you have not noticed this year, the best builds in the game guard-wise have Hall of Fame defensive badges because you do not need Hall of Fame shooting, because lots of YouTubers, including me myself, have showed you all that you do not need Hall of Fame shooting badges in order to, shoot efficiently in the game. You would much rather have Hall of Fame defensive badges, but it is a very good build. You can get close to 99 speed, contact dunks, a high three-pointer, Hall of Fame finishing and shooting badges, and you can speed boost. So it's a really good build. It's just there's a build that's much better that we're going to be talking about later. I'm sure most of you guys know. Anyway, number 4. Any variation of the rebounding wing. You guys know the rebounding wing, I mean, it's such a great build. There's so many different ways that you can make this build. A lot of people like Stumpy. He's a great YouTuber with a lockdown. He makes all sorts of lockdown builds. He actually just made a top 5 best lockdown builds video. If you guys want to go check him out, his YouTube name is Stumpy, okay? The rebounding wing is such a good build, and there's so many different variations, like I said, that it's really hard to just pick one. I guess it depends on your play style or how you want to play with that lockdown, but I would say the best one is the, I think it's 6'8" or 6'9" rebounding wing that can guard 1 through 5, and it can also shoot efficiently with Hall of Fame shooting badges. Now, I know you're like, Badge Plug, you were just saying that you don't need Hall of Fame shooting badges, and that is 100% true, but with that build, you also get the Hall of Fame defensive badges, and I'm pretty sure you have to get Hall of Fame defense every time, obviously, if you want to be a lock, and you can't get the playmaking or the shooting on that. But if you guys are a straight spot-up type of build, you might want to consider like a two-way finisher, which is basically pretty much a pure lockdown, depending on how good you are at shooting, okay? If you guys didn't see when I was on Xbox, which, by the way, I still play on Xbox, for those of you that don't know, there I was playing with a lockdown. He was a pure lock, and he had like a 52 three-pointer, and he was splashing every single time in the corner, which means you can still shoot with the build as long as you're spotting up and you get more defensive attributes. So like I said, it just depends on what you want to do. There's so many variations of the rebounding wing that it's really hard to tell you guys just one good one because so many people have different play styles, and some people can't shoot with a 53 pointer. It just depends on what works with you and your play style. Okay, let's get into number 3. All right, y'all, number 3, the best build in NBA 2K20 was very hard because I could have just said a build and went on, but I really wanted to break down exactly what build inside of that build is the one that I chose. So most of you guys know I've shouted out Joe Noah's facilitating finisher all year for being a great build. As you guys see, it is a very good build still, okay? But the shooting guard build, facilitating finisher, I mean, just look at how much the stats differ, how much different. You still get the contact dunks, you have a better three-pointer, you're going to be able to speed boost, and what's most important to me and most important to you guys, as you see right here, this is Joe Noah's badge setup right there, and then Bandit's badge setup right there. Hall of Fame defense and Hall of Fame playmaking. Now, if you do want to be more of a pure slashing type of build, I would say that, you know, Joe's is a little bit better, but all around, I do highly believe that Bandit's build is much better. So you guys can go to his YouTube channel and check that out if you don't want to wait for my video to drop. It is Bandit, okay? Go search him up, man. I'm sure most of you guys know him. Very, very good build. Both of them are very nice, but if you want the Hall of Fame defense, which, I mean, as y'all seen, that's not legend or nothing. 18 defensive badges versus 1. I mean, like, you don't even have to sit there and think about it, right? You still get gold finishing badges. You get just enough to have, you know, contact finisher, slithery finisher, all the stuff that you really need, but you get more shooting. You get 12 more speed or 13 more speed. It was 97 speed, and I think Joe's had 85. So it's just much better for me, in my opinion, to be faster and have Hall of Fame playmaking badges. Like I've told you guys all year, you know, I really like the Hall of Fame playmaking badges because of the quick first step. It can make so many builds much faster than they really are. Plus, you got the 97 speed. So it's 97 speed versus 85, and you get one category of quick first step better. But if you guys do want that, you know, pure finishing build, you want to go with Joe Knows finishing build, which is a very excellent build. At the end of the day, I just really like the other one a lot better because it's more all around and you don't have one defensive badge, okay? I really like defensive badges. Most of us throughout the year have figured out that that is the, you know, best builds in the game, the ones that can play defense also, because, you know, that's the biggest change out of any badge in this game. From gold to Hall of Fame, it's 100% defensive badges that gives you the biggest boost from gold to Hall of Fame. We all know that. All right, so number 2 is actually going to be a center. So for those of you that were waiting that are centers, man, I got y'all, okay? Drop a like on the vid, man. I got y'all, all right? So this one is actually going to go to Joe Knows. If you guys didn't know, man, I don't know if he created the build or anything, but Paint Beast, it gets contact dunks, it can shoot threes, and it's, I mean, just look at the defense. 99, 99, 89. The build is absolutely ridiculous. Now, if you guys are not, you know, expert shooters, then you will want to go with the glass cleaning lockdown. But with that 52 three-pointer and hot spots and jump shot boost, and someone's throwing it to you with dimer, you will be able to shoot threes consistently, just like with the pure lockdown that I was talking about, that had around the same three-pointer that was greening like every single time. I'd say out of 10 shots, he might have missed 1 or 2 with a 50 rating. Now, that's not our fault that the game is broken like that. That's 2K's fault. So the number 2 best build in the game has to be that center, because, I mean, just y'all seen it, bro. Contact dunks, 99 defense, like, and it can shoot threes. All right, y'all, so we went over so many different types of builds just in this video. I mean, there's so much different. Every other build is so much different than the other one. Now, as we talked about, the number 5 best build in the game was the offensive threat. That was, at the beginning of the year, what most people would say was the best build in the game. Now, for me, you guys know I was slashing playmaker all the way. That was my first build. I loved my slashing playmaker. But as we got a little bit further into the year, you know, I trusted Mike Wing and them talking about shooting wasn't going to be OP for every single build like it is, you know, the last 2 or 3 years. It happened again, okay? We figured out with a 63 pointer or a 65, you can shoot pretty efficiently depending on what jump shot you have on and all that type of stuff. So guys, today, the number 1 best build in NBA 2K20 is the 2-way slashing playmaker. Remember to get this video to 10,000 likes, and I'll show you guys how to make every single one of these the best way that I think you can possible, okay? So the 2-way slashing playmaker, the reason why, you know, it's so much better than the slashing playmaker is you get the same exact stats, right? Literally contact dunks, speed boosting, speed, acceleration, but instead of the playmaking, you do get the playmaking Hall of Fame badges, you get the Hall of Fame defensive badges, and that's what means everything in this game. Hall of Fame and gold is the biggest change possible for defensive badges, okay? With shooting badges, you can shoot with gold shooting badges. It's the same with Hall of Fame, right? You don't need Hall of Fame. With finishing badges, you can get plenty of contact dunks and stuff with gold, although finishing is nice, Playmaking, same exact thing except for quick first step is basically the only difference for me. You know, dimer, you do get more of a rating. Ankle breaker, you'll get a little bit more ankle breakers, but it's not that big of a difference. So I would categorize it as number 1 being defense, 2 finishing, and then so on and so on. So number 1 is the two-way slashing playmaker or slashing play if you can't shoot, but for this video, for the purposes of this video, it is the two-way slashing playmaker. Okay, guys, make sure to drop a like on this video if you want to see me make every single one of these builds for you guys. It's your boy Badge Plug. You have been plugged in, and I'm out. Peace.